When it's windy and crappy out, it's really warm, but it's real windy. So when it's windy and you got kids running around riding bicycles on baseball stadiums, you bring out the Mambo, because the Mambo is really good in wind. It's one of the best wind quadcopters that there is. So we're gonna fire that up. Oh, it's really blowing in my face. The Mambo is impervious to wind, okay? I never knew what the range was with this thing, with the controller. See, it's up there, the wind's blowing pretty good, and it's just sitting there. It's moving around a little bit, but for the most part, it holds up pretty damn good, believe it or not. The only thing with flying this thing is you got to get used to those big bank turns that it does. But it's easy to get used to after a while. You figure it out. There's a doggy over there. I don't want to mess with him. But anyway, oh yeah, it's dancing around a lot. The wind's taking it. I couldn't even make that turn right there. I thought the wind was gonna take it right into the tree. It's a good wind flyer, that's for sure. Now, don't let anybody fool you, okay? This thing flies so much better than the Tello, and anybody who says it doesn't is full of shit, okay? It's just that plain and simple. They're full of baloney, okay? I know there's a lot of Tello fanboys out there, you know, that think that, oh, it's Tello. It doesn't fly that well. Believe me, yeah, it's a better overall quadcopter than this because, you know, it has a camera. Oh, that wind's really kicking up now. I'm just pushing it out there to keep it from blowing back at me. Okay, I'm just trying to ride the wind gust out. Wow, it's gusting pretty hard here, man. But anyway, this thing eats the Tello's lunch for flight performance. It's not even in question, okay? It doesn't. There's no comparison. No comparison. Ooh, that wind is pretty. I think I got that wind thing in here. Of course, it's going to slow down when I go to grab this thing, right? Yeah, of course, it's going to slow down now if I grab the damn tool. But nevertheless, I think this is the longest this thing's ever flown for me. Yeah, you see now when the wind's going to kick up here. Oh, here it goes. Here it goes. Here's the big gust now. The Mambo's it's just fighting it, man, big time. I'm full stick forward on it just to keep it from blowing away. But yeah, for actually just flying, this thing is way better than the Tello. The Tello has lag in it that I don't like. I just don't like flying quadcopters that have lag in the controls. It just annoys the hell out of me. And that's why you don't ever see me use it that much. Okay, because I don't like that lag. I'll bring it out here shortly. Okay, there goes the low battery alarm, so I'm going to bring this sucker in. But yeah, this thing as far as flying, this thing flies way better than the Tello, just for a flyer. Yeah, it doesn't have a camera, which it does, but it doesn't, you know, it's the optical flow camera that it's got right there. But there's no comparison in the flight characteristics of the Mambo and the Tello. I mean, it's not even in the same universe. I put this thing up against the Tello any day of the week for flying, you know. All right, guys, there you go. The now I did pick up this thing new. This is that Wimius or Wimius, but I don't know if I'm going to fly it today because of the wind. I probably wouldn't do it justice, but it looks similar to the Mambo. I think it's a little bit heavier. It's actually built pretty similar to the Mambo. The weight is pretty close. The frame is very sturdy on this thing. I think JD Quad did a flight with this. What's nice about this one is it has the controller with it, you know. So I picked it up. It has an optical flow there too. It has a 1080p camera, and it has the SD card slot, the micro SD card slot in there. But I really like the looks of this thing, and I thought it was pretty cool. But I think if I brought it out here and flew it today, it would be just not doing it justice, because you know it's not going to perform in this kind of wind. It's not going to perform well, and I want it to perform well when I do the first video on it, so I'm not going to make a video with it today. So we'll just have to deal with the Mambo. Mumbo jumbo. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later.